All right, our next guest. Speaking of Yvette, this is a good segue into our next guest. She's from Bridges Preschool, which has a location right there on the Yvette campus. Please welcome to the stage, Sandra Dill. Sandra, come on up.
Hi.
Hi, Sandra, welcome.
Well, thank you.
Good to have it. Thanks for
Good morning.
classing up our panel a little bit. Good to have you here. Tell us a little bit about Bridges.
Well, Bridges Preschool is a professional preschool in the East Valley, and over a 12-year period, we have now grown to 7 schools all over the East Valley. So that growth alone should tell you that we must be doing something right.
What is a professional preschool?
We are very picky about who we hire to teach these children. So we make sure that they have a degree in early childhood education or in an educational related degree. And our hiring process is very extensive because we want to make sure that not only do they have the paper that says they know what they're going to do, but we have them interact with the students as well so that we can see how they're interacting and know what they're doing.
I think you mentioned this. How many locations?
We have 7.
7 all.
Lucky 7.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you provide an all-day kindergarten at Bridges?
We do. Our kindergarten program is different in the fact that in the morning we have something called Young Leaders Club. And the young leaders are kindergartners that are paired up together and they go into a pre-K or a preschool classroom. They become mentors to the students as well as teacher assistant, and it gives them an opportunity to work on their leadership skills, work on their independence and become confident, and then in the afternoon they go to their kindergarten class.
That's great. If there are people out here that maybe have children and thinking about it's time for preschool, give us a quick pitch on why they should come to Bridges.
Well, I'm so glad you asked. One of the things I like to pride myself in talking about Bridges Preschool is that we like to get the children engaged. So we do a lot of different out-of-the-box thinking. One of the things I like to brag about is the fact that one of our teachers, she actually decided for the letter W, she wanted to bring in worms. We created a worm farm in the classroom. And so as long as the kids are engaged and learning, then they're going to be happy about education and they're going to continue on that road as they go on to ASU.
That's awesome. Can you go back a slide? Is there any way you can back that up? That's awesome. Is that somebody looking for the worms for the worm farm?
Yeah, actually, you know, we tried to see if we could find any in the ground. It didn't work that way. But that's one of our gardening projects. Every week we incorporate gardening, cooking, science, and also one of the things I like to brag about is the fact that how many of you have go and painstakingly get that one gift for the child at Christmas, and you're waiting in line and you're waiting for it to come in the mail and everything, and then a few weeks later the child has no interest at all in that gift that you painstakingly got for them? Well, what we do is, that's because they've lost interest. Every month, we change out our science kits, our math manipulatives, our drama kits, and we change them out each month because in that way, that's keeping their interest going and they're engaged and they're learning at the same time.
That's great. How about a big round of applause? Sandra Dill, thank you so much for coming by.